Welcome in, everybody. I'm Ryan from BimBam Gaming, and we're doing a little test today. Well, we're streaming, but we're doing a little test before we start streaming. Wherever you're watching, like and subscribe, and hang out with me while I see if this works. Let's do our announcement. Before I check anything to see if it's actually working, let me announce that we're here. And fingers crossed, it works. Ooh, whoa, okay. Okay. It does. Hi! Hi, you guys. Okay, I am testing not using, for most of you guys are not gonna know what I'm talking about. I'm testing not using Streamlabs, not Streamlabs, Restream. And I'm using a different service today to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I don't know how it's gonna look. And I don't know how it's gonna work, so fingers crossed. Hopefully it looks okay. I mean, this isn't like an uncommon thing to do. Oh, there are a lot of large streamers that use this service. And by large, I mean like way larger than me. Like way. So. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't name our YouTube stream, so I'm gonna have to go in and name those separately. So it's like a little added step. I also have a sandwich. That I'm eating. Okay, let me see if I can rename this. Frosty Pants, thank you for your 13th month. Hello. Hello. You can do that. Oh, to match the Twitch stream name? Yeah. The only, I like how before it had all like the hashtags, but like Twitch, like, you know, like we would have the default description for YouTube, like all set up. Let me see if I can like copy, because I don't think I can have that same kind of description just for Twitch. But it made it easier that the replays had like all the links and all the nonsense, you know, so I didn't have to do it like every time. And like hashtags and bleh, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if I can make like a default description for YouTube and like every time I go live, it just like does that and we just have to change the title. Like if I can do the description as like a, like it's always, then that sounds ideal. I like that. I didn't really give the stream a name today. I just kind of called it Star Rupture. I was being lazy. Mailer, thank you for, oh my God, it's your 21th month. Oh my God. Let's go. 21th month right here in the house. Thank you. What did I just do? Like I just did something. How did I? How? How did I change the name? What did I swear to God, I just did something and like, it made sense and now I don't know what I did. Cheesy, thank you for your 14th month. Hello. Hello. I clicked a button now. Damn right I clicked a button. I don't know what I clicked. Oh, okay, never mind. I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. Okay. 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 Yes. Right. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I'm sure there is probably a way to make a default description. I just don't know what it is right now, and that's future me's problem to forget about and come back, circle back next time we go live. Cats, thank you for your 6th month. Hello. Let me see if I can get Christian in here and then he can tell me how it looks. Although maybe I should eat my sandwich first. He's probably in the middle of like a Tarkov thing. How does it look on YouTube? Does it look like good or does it look like blurry? It looks good, like better than normal, or like same as normal. What if I go Big Ryan and I move around a lot, you know? Like that's where things get weird. Can you guys hear me chew? No? Okay. You have to eat the crust first. You have to. You save the best part for last. What if I chew right here? Like really close to the mic. Is YouTube chat connected to your chat? It should be. Is it not? Do you guys ever get self-conscious that people can hear you chewing? Even like you're not eating chips, but just like regular food, just like not loud food. You guys ever think about like if you're in a quiet place, like can people hear me chewing? Can people hear the sound of me swallowing food? You know, like your throat makes a little sound. Can people hear that? Do you guys think about that? Always? Okay. So I'm not alone? Do you guys ever get like a really like not like your stomach's growling, but more like your stomach's rumbling? Not from hunger, but like maybe you ate something and your stomach is like brewing, you know what I'm saying? And it's like getting bubbly. But you feel fine. Like it's literally just in your stomach. It's not like, but your stomach's making sounds, like making lots of sound. Like your stomach is vocal. Like you can hear your stomach from across the room. I feel like that only happens to me like when I'm around people and like it's just in a scenario where like everybody else is pretty quiet and it's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. I'm gonna choke. Like you're in a work meeting and it's pretty silent except for maybe the person talking and your stomach, who is the other presenter at that time, apparently. There are two special guests, the one presenting and your stomach. Every time there was a test at school and everybody's just quiet and you can just hear your stomach. Yeah. I don't feel that way right now. I'm just thinking about like scenarios that I've ever been in where like I'm thinking about like, can you guys hear my stomach or me chewing or like me swallowing food? Can you guys hear if my stomach's making sounds? Although it's not. I don't think my stomach's ever done that while I've been on stream. So, but if it ever does, I'm gonna ask you guys, can you hear it? We'll do like a test. Like, can you guys hear? Happens at the dentist when they're cleaning your teeth. Can they hear it? Do they say something? Does everyone universally just like be polite and say nothing? Or do people like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you okay? And the answer is yes, I'm totally fine. There are zero symptoms except for that my stomach feels like screaming right now. Not in a painful way, just like in a loud, voluminous way. Your hygienist acts like nothing is happening. Is that better than saying something, or does it just make everybody feel self-conscious for the duration? Like, is it better just to say something and acknowledge it's happening and then move beyond it? Or is it better just to be silent and just be thinking about it the whole time? Of like, I wonder if they can hear, or surely they can hear. Why aren't they saying something? And you know they're thinking about it while you're thinking about it because they can hear it too, but nobody's saying anything. I don't know what's better, to be honest. Neither sound good. You've heard your dental hygienist? What? Peristalsis? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And your masseuses? You don't mention it. Okay. There's nothing you can do about it, so why talk about it? I mean, so true, but like I feel like if I'm the one making the noises and no one's saying anything about it, then I'm thinking about how everyone can hear it, and I know they're thinking about it. But like if you're just like, oh, sorry about my stomach's just making a lot of noises, and then it's just like acknowledged. It's like I almost feel like maybe that would be a weight off your shoulders if like you say something like, sorry, my stomach's just making a lot of noises, but I'm fine, you know, like I'm fine. People assume that you're not fine, but you're fine. Which is the opposite of mentally. People assume you're fine when you're not fine. Yeah, nothing to be embarrassed about, but you're just thinking about it, you know? People assume you're not fine. Why? Because your stomach's making noises. That's why. People assume that you need to get up and run to the bathroom, but it's not there. It hasn't migrated down there yet, you know? You're not at the exit point. You're literally up in your stomach. The noises are coming from up high, okay? Nothing's going on. Except for maybe you can feel it, and not in an uncomfortable way. You know what I'm saying? Like you can feel it, but like it doesn't hurt. But you can, there's movement. There's movement. I don't even know why we're talking about this. It's not happening to me currently. And as far as I know, it's not happening to any of you guys. But if it is, you can go ahead and speak up and then just get it off your chest, and then we'll all know about it, and we will stop thinking about how it's happening to you and why you're making the room so loud. So there you go. I'll give you guys a moment. Oh my god, when your throat randomly makes a noise, yeah, like that, like you ever get like, it's usually like I feel like it's an air bubble or something, like really small, and it makes like a sound, and it always happens when it's quiet in the most awkward time. One time I did gasp during a meeting, like gasp, you know? When I worked in an office. I had a good reason though. The reason was, y'all will agree this is 100% a really good reason to gasp in the middle of a meeting when you are not the one presenting. And the person presenting is not something, they're not saying anything that should make you gasp, okay? Yeah, I think it was my boss talking, and I'm zoning out into, you know when you're like looking at something, but you're not really looking at it, you're looking at something either close to, like your eyes are just kind of zoned out. They're not focused. They're focused in a different plane, but not by choice. It's just a relaxed state, you know? But my eyes happen to be focused somewhere in a distance that made me able to see this, which was a giant spider lowering itself from the ceiling in the middle of the meeting. When I say big, I mean it was a big spider. And I audibly gasped, caught the attention of the whole room. I think they were grateful that I wasn't paying attention at that time. They were grateful. It was a big spider. It was like lowering itself in the middle of the room, but no one could really see it because they were all like focused on the person talking. Undercover boss. Yeah, that's the boss. That's the boss. The spider was probably mad. I would not have killed the spider, but I was in a room filled with men. So I bet you can guess how that turned out for the spider. No, I was unable to take it to the neighbors. You just bought Star Rapture? Rupture. It's very good. I like it a lot. Like, I'm involved. I'm like heavily involved in this game. They promoted it? No. No, that was the job that I had. That was my engineering job before I switched to games. I worked at an engineering. They focused on construction, but I was with the engineering sector of the company. That's where we had the homeless people, or one pooping outside of the office. Just one guy. It wasn't like a lot. It was just like one guy. There wasn't like this didn't happen like with multiple people. It was just one dude. And then like the naked homeless people that were running through the field and we had to lock the doors. Yeah. Oh, and then there was the car that lost control of its brakes, like as in the brakes no longer worked on the highway. And they decided to get off the highway and stopped their vehicle by ways of just running it into one of our vehicles. They lived and they leaped out of the car right before it impacted. Like it was like a movie. They leaped from the vehicle right before it impacted our work truck. And we had the only reason I saw it was because it was recorded on our security camera. So we all got to watch it. Like she literally leaped from the vehicle right before it impacted. She was fine. She was fine. But note to self, if your brakes give out and you're on a highway that loops around in a circle, don't get off the highway. Just call the police and just keep on that highway, because the highway doesn't stop. It goes in a circle. Call the police. Let them know you're in danger. Do not get off the highway until they can safely stop your vehicle. Turn off the car. I mean, you can't really, I've never actually tried, but I don't think you can just like turn off the car like mid. Look, sure, you do whatever works for your car. All I know is this woman was panicked. And in her state of panic, she leaped out of her moving vehicle. Thank goodness she was fine. You could put it in neutral, especially if it's a manual. You could just like coast until it stops. If it's an automatic, I don't think I've ever tried putting my car in neutral while I'm driving. I'm sure you can do it. There's not really, like, we have an electric car and there's not really like a neutral to put it in. It's not like... We took it to a car wash and we literally had to look up how to put the car in like neutral, because it's an electric car, so it doesn't really have a neutral. And so it doesn't really just like freely roll. And there's like a special setting that you have to find deep within the menus to let your car free roll. Excuse me, what? Why are there batteries in your glove box? What kind of batteries? Don't use neutral at the car wash. Yeah, it's literally a car washing mode to put it in neutral, I guess, because it was one of those car washes that like grabs your wheel, you know, like most car washes you just go in and park, like if it's a single, but if it was the one that like grabs onto your wheel and like makes you roll forward. Are we getting gross? Wait, what's gross? Hold on, I'll be the judge of this. Yes, that's gross. Don't talk about that. 100%, that's gross. Do not talk about that. Abby's right. If you guys talk about that, the whole chat will be muted. Do not bring it up. Do not talk about that. That's disgusting. I draw a line. 100%. 100%, that is, I draw that line. Thank you. All right, let me get Christian in here. Boo, 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 boo. All right, let me get, hold on. There we go.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome in to the stream.
I'm ready for some I don't even remember what I was doing in this game.
I think we were still working on, we had just upgraded some weapons and we were gonna be, trying to go to the thing soon.
Why are you still big right?
You wanna get wild?
What do you mean? Because we're still in the pre-stream era. Kelsey, thank you for your 20th month. Oh my God, you're almost at your 21st month. Heck yeah. You've been playing this all day? It's so good. We needed a break from our Alan Wake world for this. All right, coming up next.
Break from Alan Wake.
Yeah, break from Alan Wake. Although technically Control, but it's all Alan Wake. It's all Alan Wake. We got some Star Rupture coming up. Does YouTube look good? Looks.
YouTube has never looked better.
Are you kidding? Like, that's crazy. Wonder why.
Probably because it's using OBS and none of these other trash programs.
I wonder if it's gonna slow things down when I get TikTok up. Like, is it sending a separate signal? And then we'll have like a lot of like data output to where it can't keep up, or?
Well, it's hard to say.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
We try.
I know. All right, let me get this going.